أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I begin in the name of Allah, the most affectionate, the most merciful. Surah Al-Baqarah, Part 2, verse number 171. وَمَثَلُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا كَمَثَلِ الَّذِي يَنْعِقُ بِمَا لا يسمع إلا دعاء ونداء صم بكم عمي فهم لا يعقلون. And the examples of those who disbelieve is like that of one who hears nothing, but calls and cries. They are deaf, dumb, and blind, so that they do not understand. Verse number 172. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم واشكروا لله إن كنتم إياه تعبدون. O you who believe, eat from the good things which we have provided for you, and be grateful to Allah Almighty, if it is indeed Him that you worship. And in the commentary it is mentioned, from this verse two issues emerge. Number one, like worship, eating and drinking, when necessary, is incumbent, as the energy to fulfill our daily obligations is dependent on them. And number two, one should consume wholesome and lawful food at all times. Taqwa, good consciousness, does not mean to abstain from wholesome food, but taqwa is based on abstination from all forbidden things. Two issues emerge from this. Number one, to express gratitude for receiving any bounty is just as important as when getting an opportunity for worship, as seen from the use of commands in this verse. Hence, the gratitude of every bounty will be equivalent to the bounty. And number two, all the decree are for the believers. Therefore, the discussion begins with, in brackets, O you who believe. If the infidel wonders about eating anything, it is of no consequence. The Islamic governors cannot force him to desist from it. Verse number 173. إنما حرم عليكم الميتة والدم ولحم الخنزير وما أهل به لغير الله فمن اضطر غير باغ ولا عاد فلا إثم عليه إن الله غفور رحيم. He has only forbidden these to your carrion, blood and the flesh of swine, and the flesh of animals slaughtered by invoking a name other than Allah Almighty. But whoever is forced to eat by necessity, neither desiring it nor transgressing its limits, there is no sin upon him. Indeed, Allah is the most forgiving, ever merciful. And in the commentary it is mentioned, in this verse, innama, only these is used to denote relative time, not actual time, i.e., those animals which you have taken to be forbidden. Like Bahira and Saiba are not unlawful at all. Forbidden animals are those which are declared unlawful by Allah Almighty. From this verse, it is not necessarily meant that a dog or a cat will be regarded as lawful. That which the Holy Prophet ﷺ has declared as unlawful is equivalent to a divine decree. Every part of a pig is forbidden, e.g., flesh, marrow, kidneys, etc. Says Allah Almighty, it is absolutely filthy, and what is filthy is forbidden. However, it was Allah's will to make its flesh unlawful, while its other parts should be made unlawful by His beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Likewise, whilst Allah made the pig unlawful, His beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam declared cats and dogs, etc. unlawful. Any animal which in its lifetime is linked to anyone besides Allah Almighty is lawful to eat, e.g., Bahira, the she-camel, Saiba, the she-goat, Zaid's cow, Amir's goat, etc. If the water of Ganges is not forbidden, and the cow, which is the deity of the idolaters, is not unlawful, then how will its mere connection with them make it unlawful is the question. Helplessness or constraint is of different types. If a person is dying of hunger and besides the forbidden food nothing lawful is available, if a person is forcefully made to eat anything unlawful, if a person is critically ill, or if a specialist doctor states that the cure lies in eating this unlawful food, then under these circumstances it becomes incumbent to eat the forbidden. If without eating it the person dies, it will be regarded as suicide. However, if one eats more than required unintentionally, Allah will pardon him. From this verse we learn that unlawful things become lawful under abnormal circumstances. That under these circumstances only the necessary quantity will be lawful, i.e., if 1/6 is necessary, then 1/2 or 1/4 will be deemed unlawful. As such, excess quantity should not be eaten. If one cannot estimate the exact quantity and those eats more than it's necessary, Allah will forgive him, as He is the most forgiving, the most merciful. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. या इलाही रहम फरमा मुस्तफ़ा के वास्ते, या रसूल अल्लाह करम कीजिए खुदा के वास्ते, मुश्किलें हल कर शहे मुश्किल कुशा के वास्ते, करबलाए रद शहीद करबला के वास्ते, सैयद सज्जाद के सदके में साजिद रख मुझे, इल्म हक दे बाकरे इल्म हुदा के वास्ते, सिद्क सादिक का तसदक सादकुल इस्लाम कर, बेगज़ब राज़ी हो काज़िम और रज़ा के वास्ते, बहरे मारूफ सरी मारूफ दे बेहुद सरी, जुल्द हक में गिल जुनैद बासफा के वास्ते, बहर शिबली शेर हक दुनिया के कुत्तों से बचा, एक का रख अब्द वाहिद बे रिया के वास्ते, बुल फरह का सदका कर गम को फरह दे हुस्न साद, बुल हसन ओ अबू सईद साद के वास्ते, कादरी कर कादरी रख कादरियों में उठा, कदर अब्दुल कादर कुदरत नुमा के वास्ते। अहसनल्लाहु लहुम रिज़्क़न से दे रिज़्क़ हसन, बंदाए रज़्ज़ाक़ ताजुल अस्फिया के वास्ते, नस्र भी सालिह का सदका साले ओ मंसूर रख, दे हयात दीन मुह्यी जाफिजा के वास्ते, तूर इरफा ओ अलू ओ हमद ओ हुस्ना ओ बहा, दे अली मूसा हसन अहमद बहा के वास्ते, बहर इब्राहिम मुझ पर नारे गम गुलजार कर, भीख दे दाता भिकारी बादशाह के वास्ते, ख्वानाए दिल को जियाद रूह ईमान को जमाल, शहजिया मौला जमाल औलिया के वास्ते, दे मोहम्मद के लिए रोजी कर अहमद के लिए, ख्वान फजलुल्लाह से हिस्सा गदा के वास्ते, दीन दुनिया के मुझे बरकत दे बरकत से, इश्क हक दे इश्क इश्क इल्तिमा के वास्ते, हुब्ब अहले बैत दे आले मुहम्मद के लिए, कर शहीद इश्क हमजा पेशवा के वास्ते, दिल को अच्छा तन को सुतरा जान को पुरनूर कर, अच्छे प्यारे शमसिदी बदरुल उला के वास्ते, दो जहां में खादिम आले रसूल अल्लाह कर, हजरत आले रसूल मुक्तदा के वास्ते, कर अता अहमद रजाए अहमद मुरसल मुझे, मेरे मौला हजरत अहमद रजा के वास्ते, पुरजिया कर मेरा चेहरा हशर में ए किबरिया, शहजिया उद्दीन पीर बासफा के वास्ते, अहयिना फिद्दीन वद्दुनिया सलाम बिस्सलाम, कादरी अब्दुस्सलाम उश अदा के वास्ते, इश्क अहमद में अता कर चश्म तर सोजे जिगर, याहुदा इलियास को अहमद रजा के वास्ते, सदका इन आया कदे चैन इस इल्म अमल, अफ़्वा इरफान आफियत इस बेनवा के वास्ते. O Allah Azza wa Jal, by the virtues of these holy saints, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, accept our Salatul Fajr, accept the recitation of the glorious Quran and this Madani Halqa. Give us true amal of the deen, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal. Give us ability to refrain from haram foods, forbidden foods. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give us the ability to consume halal foods. Ya Allah, give us the ability to consume tayyib foods, clean foods, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, to nourish ourselves, to gain strength to worship you, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal. As we've heard in the tafsir today, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give us ability to refrain from eating pork, from eating swine. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, the forbidden things that Allah has forbidden, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give us ability to refrain from eating. Oh Allah Azza wa Jal, bless our household, our children, and the Hazreen and Majlis. Protect the Iman. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give them the enthusiasticness to come more closer to the deen. by reciting the glorious Quran, by understanding the Quran, by spreading the deen of Islam, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, by doing invitation towards good, by inviting others towards the masjids. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, accept the du'as of the Hazreen in Majlis. Ya Allah, bless our Muslims in Pakistan and all parts of the world who are suffering from calamities. Ya Allah, remove the calamities all over the world, oppression, zulm, and protect them from the enemies of Islam. Raise the flag of Islam, disgrace the enemies of Islam, disgrace social media. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, keep social media far from our children, our families, our wives. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give the ability for our families to use their time preciously in the ibadat by preparing for the akhirah. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, remove us from the ghaflat, from the laziness, and give us the ability for the brothers of Halifax to wake up for Salatul Fajr and to come for Salah in the masjid. O Allah Azza wa Jal, accept all our lawful du'as and forgive us from major and minor sins and give us the istiqamat in deen. Sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Al-Fatiha. With the blessing of this Surah Al-Fatiha, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, we put our healths, our lives, our children's lives, and all our daily routine tasks, Ya Allah, in your court. Ya Allah, help us and protect us. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamun ala al-mursaleen. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bihaqqi la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi